Disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. This is just my personal story, my personal plans, and my personal portfolio. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Abby Chow and I make videos about money, life, and just killing it at adulting. That's really what I'm here for. I upload a new video every week, give or take a day or two. I don't have a set day, just every week. So do subscribe, click the notification bell so you get notified when I have a new video up. You can see me once a week and I will hope to inspire you to do something great with your money, or I will hope to stop you from making any of the same mistakes I made in life, which is really all that matters when it comes down to it. Stopping people from making mistakes, that is my aim in life. Hello, my name is Abby. Oh my god, I just realized that it's super echoey in this room. I didn't know that. Oh boy. Growing pains. We're in a new flat, we're in a new room. This is essentially my office. This is our guest room. What else? Yeah, that's it. So that's where I am right now. Anyways, that's not why we're here. Today we're here to talk about my investments. So, I haven't had green tea in so long. So, I really wanted to talk about my investments. Oh my god, this echo is wild. Editing this is gonna be real fun. Yeah, but I really want to talk about my investments. I did make a video before about my investment and where it was at. That was at the beginning of the you know what, and I was down, I thought I was down 32%. So on Vanguard, I invest with Vanguard. I have the Lifestrategy 100 motorbike. I have the Lifestrategy 100 and I've been investing in there for, I don't know, just under a year, I'd say. And the Lifestrategy 100 is basically 100% equity. So it's 100% stocks and shares. It's a blended fund, I guess you could call it, made up of index funds, ETFs. Yeah, basically. I'm quite young. Quite young, so I thought it'd be great if we were just investing 100% in the stock market. That is probably going to be changing, and I'll talk a little bit about that later on. So it's going to be changing a little bit, I think, or at least not changing, but I will be adding. So yeah, just thought I'd put that out there. But yeah, so we decided to go with Vanguard, the Lifestrategy 100, and when all this happened, I thought I was down 32%, but it turns out on Vanguard they show you your personal rate of return. It's not your actual rate of return, it's a kind of synthesized rate of return. I don't know why I used this. It's the only word that came to mind that actually kind of helped, that made me feel like I was explaining that correctly. But yeah, I want to say it's kind of not projected, synthesized, let's use synthesized. It's kind of like created by them based on the weight of your investment. So I'm not 100. I mean, I read it and I understood it like 4 months ago. And then now I'm like, vague memories. But yeah, so if you look it up, you'll see. But they base it off of how much you paid at the time you paid it and how much you've been paying since. I don't know, it's weird. It's really weird to explain, but it's a kind of a return. It's a return that's not based off of how much you put in and how much you now have. That percentage is rather how much the money was worth in the time you put it in, and since then how much that has changed. Hey, anyways, it's about when you look at the actual rate, it's about 50% less than that rate. So because I've looked at the last month and this month, and I saw that the personal rate that they put there, the actual rate of return percentage, is about half that. It's pretty much half that. So when I said 32% back then, that means my rate of return, minus 32% by the way. In case I did not say that in the beginning, it was minus 32%, not 32%. Oh my god, that'd be amazing. It was minus 32%. That is a lot, by the way. So I was down 32% of what we had put in. And so that means my rate of return was probably minus 16%, which is a lot still, right? So actual return. So how much I put in, how much I've lost. and then getting the percentage between that, it would have been around probably minus 16%, which is still a lot. Minus 32 is worse, but minus 16 is still a lot. So yeah, and I really wanted to make an update and talk about what my return had been now. So I made that video back in, I should know this, I think it was March. Pretty sure that was March. Lifetime, 13th of March. So I made that video on the 13th of March, and today it is the 16th of July. Wow. I calculated again my return, and I'll show you what the personal rate of return looks like on the screen here. On the screen here. And my actual personal rate of return is now, because I really wanted to make a video when I'd returned to normal, and this actually happened earlier on, like way earlier on, but I just didn't make a video because I was moving and, you know, everything was happening, life was crazy. It's hot. I need to open the window, but I don't want sound to get in, so we're sticking with this. Sorry about all the colours and all that. It's sunset and the office. I know I should film in the morning when light is steady because the sun is like somewhere over there, but right now the sun is right here in front of me, and I don't have blinds because I took them down, they were gnarly, and I wanted to put in other blinds. I just haven't put those in yet, so I should do that soon. And I've just changed my mind on what blinds I'm gonna get just because of this whole instance. I want light to come in, but I don't want it to look like this because it's like the sun is setting, so the light is orange right now. Anyway, so my rate of return today is probably different tomorrow, different yesterday, but today my rate of return is 6.24%. So 6.24%, and my projected rate of return is, someone's having a party. I swear I've taken a screenshot. Vanguard, why you gotta play me like this? I don't deserve this. Okay, I'm gonna be back, guys. Okay, so I'm back, and I think the light has sorted itself out. The sun has gone behind the cloud. Hopefully it stays there forever. No, I'm just kidding. Please don't do that to me. I need sunlight. But hopefully it stays there until I finish this video. But slowly logging into Vanguard. Okay, I'm in. That was so weird. It took forever. Not sure why, but annoying. But yeah, on Vanguard it says my personal rate of return is, as you've seen, 12.05%, and my actual rate of return is 6.24%. So it doesn't tell me that's my actual rate of return, but I calculated it myself by dividing my, how did I calculate it? I calculated it by dividing the amount I gained, so my my return, I divided that by the amount that I put in, so that's how I got the actual rate of return. And then I was like, is my math even correct? Like, sometimes I do stuff and I'm like, I have to double check it. So always double check your math if you're not sure, because I couldn't remember what the formula would be to figure it out. I'm like, oh, hard math, not easy math. But at school you think you won't need all that like easy division stuff. Yeah, you do, 100%. But yeah, and then I just reversed it by doing my rate of return plus, not my rate of return, how much I put in total, how much I invested total, plus the percentage 6.24, and then it showed me that full number that is the current value of my portfolio. So I knew the math was correct. So yeah, I am up 6.24%. That is great. That's way above inflation. I'm happy. It's obviously not going to stay there. My account had a huge boost around, I think it was May. That's when all the dividends were paid out. So the dividends, I think, were paid out like in March or something, but they were reflected, I think, around May for me. So then I noticed that I had this big boost one day, which I've gone back and can't find, but there was a note in my account and I had realized, I was like, oh, the value of the stocks just suddenly went up. And then I realized the dividends reinvested accumulation, which is what the Life Strategy 100 is. So you don't get your dividends paid to you, they just get reinvested back into your portfolio, which is great, because if you don't need the money now, there's no point taking it out. You're just depreciating your portfolio instead of helping it grow. So that's kind of the way that a growth portfolio works. It works by the companies that you're investing in, they grow and each year they pay dividends and those get reinvested, and that's kind of like the growth technique of growing your portfolio and compound interest, etc, etc, etc. That's like how the compound interest works. But yeah, so that's great. I am no longer in the minus. I think it turned around in June actually. Well, actually no, it turned around in May when I got that boost. And so I'm feeling great. I'm looking into now going on to what I want to be doing going forward, because I thought this would be good to get my feet wet. It'd be good to kind of get in to investing, because I was kind of scared. I'm not scared, but I was just apprehensive because I've never invested before. So, and people say the best way to start is like an index fund or in a fund that is really low cost, that is really easy. I found that the Lifestrategy 100 was, but now I do want something that's either number one, well, I do want a couple of things. Something that has a bit more security in it. So I'm thinking of maybe an 80-20 blend. So I'm either gonna just start investing in the Lifestrategy 80, or I'm going to start investing in a fund, an index fund or an ETF that is more 80-20 based. So part bonds, part equity. So that's really where I'm at. Also, I'm kind of curious. I've been curious about dividends and dividend investing. I did a lot of research on it, and so that's kind of like, yeah, so I was really excited about it, and then I did a lot of research on it, and it just turned out that it's really not what I thought it was. It's not, yeah, I guess that's the easiest way to put it. It's not what I thought it was. So it's basically no different. Not really. It's no different from doing what I'm currently doing with the Lifestrategy 100. So putting money in and accumulating and growing a portfolio. Dividend investing is just basically taking an income from your portfolio, right? And so that income that you take will depreciate the companies. So when the companies pay out dividends, their general value goes down by the dividends they pay, apparently. This is what I read. On the research I've done so far, not too deep, but deep enough. That's basically the general gist of it. Either way, you get the same amount of money, let's just say, but you just start getting one earlier than the other. I need to do way more research into it. But I do want to start just trying something new. I still want to go with like ETFs and index funds, but I do want to do them on a different platform other than Vanguard, so I can have a bit more variety to play with. So do you guys have any suggestions? I'm currently looking at Trading 212 and Free Trade. Those are the ones that have popped up loads and loads. But yeah, so I'm thinking about it. Also thinking about what stocks and shares to get into. So there's that. I don't know, I'm gonna experiment with that at some point. Not with like crazy amounts of money, obviously, because I don't know, I'm still a bit, you know, I know so much more than I did like a year ago, but still, it's money, right? And also, I am not a financial advisor, so yeah, that's it. Disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. This is just my personal story, my personal plans, and my personal portfolio. But yeah, that's just the update. I'm up, the portfolio's up, it's doing well. It's scary because it goes up and down. I only check it once a month, but sometimes I check it like a couple of times a month. I have a reminder set on the 1st of every month to have a look and see how it's doing, and then at the same time I check my credit score and I check like a bunch of other stuff. My credit score is like really high right now. It's kind of scary. I'm not sure why. I don't know. I've been really tracking my credit score a lot to really get a good score. So when we buy a house, we would have the necessary credit scores, and we got all that under wraps, so that's great. The sun is coming back, so I'm gonna say goodbye, but I will see you guys next week for another video. Please give this video a thumbs up, and are you investing? If so, what are you investing in? Please comment down below, and feel free to check out my other videos. I'll link them at the end, and have fun. Enjoy this beautiful day. It's so sunny outside. I'm gonna go to the grocery store now. That's so boring. I'm so boring. I'm gonna go make myself a margarita. Okay, that's a lie. A gin and... no, we don't have tonic. Okay, I'm just gonna shut up. Anyways, bye guys. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the sun. I'll see you guys next week with another video. See you guys soon. Bye. As Abby tries to get to the point, she doesn't remember where she is. I think it's the green tea. Green tea does this to me. It just makes me spacey.